Hey, Skylar, what interactions, if any, were you able to have with Tua?
I haven't had an interaction with him, and I don't really have any information or anything to expand on that. When he went down, I immediately started getting ready, and I have yet to have an encounter with him yet. So,
how scary was that to see?
Man, I'll tell you what, it makes me sick. And I think anyone for the human eye, it sucks. In my position, you never want to have your opportunity come with something like that, and have a lot of love for Tua. Built a great relationship with him, and yeah, you care about the person more than the player, and everybody in the organization would say the same thing, and so just really, praying for Tua, and hopefully everything will come out all right. So it was tough to see, though.
How do you think it went for you after you came in?
Yeah, I felt like, moved the ball a little bit is always a good thing. Definitely want to score in the red zone there, those two opportunities. But, had some positive plays, and some stuff to build on. So, there's always things to clean up and whatnot. But I felt like we got some first downs and had some good plays out there. So that's definitely, a positive out of that.
Tua last year missed 2 games after the first concussion, then 3 after the second. Why do you think you're better prepared if it's going to be 2, 3, 4 weeks with you as a starter to lead this team?
Yeah, this is my 3rd year, and I've gotten some really good experience. Especially that first year, and this entire time I've just kept working, and trying to get better, and just preparing for opportunities, and that's what's gonna lie ahead. Who knows? But man, I'm confident though. I feel like I'm ready for whatever's to come, and I'm gonna prepare and work hard and do everything I can to lead this team and do my job. So not gonna look too far ahead, but whatever is to come, I'm excited for, and I'll be ready for it. So fun.
Skylar, there's a lot of complexity with what Tua is running in terms of the ball fakes and things like that. Do you feel like you're prepared to run the entire playbook?
Absolutely. I've gotten a lot of reps in the system, and all the stuff that Tua is doing and has done with the ball handling stuff, and all the motions, everything. I've gotten 3 years under my belt now of digesting that and learning it. I feel like I'm fully equipped to run whatever Mike wants, and not be limited at all whenever I'm in the game. Thank you, guys.
All right, here's a look at that schedule. Miami now sitting at 1-1 with a loss on the short week against the Bills, and the loss of their quarterback for how long we do not know. It's the Seahawks, prime time again in week 4 against the Titans, and then the Pats prior to their week 6 bye.